Galaxy Pass Station is a simulator in the same vein as Papers, Please, with some base building added in to spice things up. You play as a passport checker on a space station, making sure everyone's credentials check out, varying differently between species. Everything from robots, cats in mechasuits, hot anime girls from other dimensions, squid bellies from space, you get the idea. Each species have different documentation that they may need, from visas to business papers showing authenticity. There's tons of things to keep track of, even with the regular folk. Don't worry though, you get some help along the way. You can hire others to take some of the workload, use a scanner to compare the person to the documents when you're doing it manually, or just go off gut feeling if you trust yourself that much. Faces may not always match up, wrong dates on documents, skin color a little off, wrong names, wrong identities, you get the idea. You have to keep practical changes in mind though, such as different hairstyles or clothing. Things could have changed since the pictures were taken. Every once in a while a criminal may get on board. It's up to you to catch them to keep your station safe. Others may just bribe you to get everything done faster, to test you like internal affairs, or because they truly have something to hide. Balancing risk and reward for going dirty or being by the book needs taken into consideration at all times. When you're not handling hecklers, though, you're going to be taking care of your station, adding charging pods for the robots and rooms for the living. You can add vending machines in restaurants, showers and bathrooms, arcade machines, comfortable places to sit and relax, anything that can keep money flowing and guests happy. To get access to more jobs, furniture, places and commodities, you have to research them first. Different kinds of research takes different kinds of points or currency depending on its category. Research needs to be happening at all times or the researchers will get bored and pester you until you decide to start one, offering their opinion on what should be next, giving you a few optimal choices to choose from, trying to ease your mind as well as your workload. Once researched, you get a version of the thing you unlocked for free, but if you ever want more, you gotta shop online for that. Accounting for sales, inflation, weight, delivery fees, and arrival time is paramount to making each online order feel impactful while carrying a bit of risk and reward. Everything you build has to be strategically built as well, since robots need to be able to replenish or remove resources from them. Other things that these little bots can do is put out fires, build structures, and assist in the apprehension of criminals. Once apprehended, you can throw them in a cell and collect a bounty on them later. You can leave the bots to autonomously explore the base or assign them to specific floors, making sure they're always in range to be as efficient as possible. Whenever bots don't have sufficient resources or sufficient time to get resources from one place to the other, they'll make sure to let you know, and it's the same with people when they don't have the commodities that they need. If there's not enough places to sit, you're going to be made aware. If there's not enough places to eat, you're going to be made aware. If the hotel places that you have are not luxury enough for people, they're gonna let you know. Which leads me to one of my favorite parts of the games, the rating system. Whenever people are on your space station, they can give you star reviews, everything between 1 to 5 stars, and give reasons to why they reviewed it the way that they did. A 1-star review for you accidentally screwing up and getting their passport wrong will be detrimental to the amount of people and the amount of wealthy people that come to your space station, whereas 5-star reviews obviously attract more attention and will attract more money as well. Some people will try to bribe you. They'll be like, hey, you go ahead and pass me, I'll give you a 5-star review. And that can be super helpful if they're not, internal affairs. Trying to make everybody happy is the name of the game, while also trying to keep them safe as well. You get a schedule of flights that will be arriving to your station. Some of them you can't change, but there's others that don't have to arrive at a specific time on a specific day. You can decline to let people land and control the amount of passengers on the space station that way. In doing so though, you miss out on money, so it's a risk-reward system there as well. Are you going to let more people on the station and gain more money from it, even if it means that you may possibly be overloaded and it be detrimental by the end of the day? Or are you going to decline more people, try to keep a more stable environment, and lose out on a boost in money or resources that could be used to improve the station further? At first, it may seem like the best plan is to just let them all in and go through them quickly, You might think you really got it under control, but you're gonna get overloaded, and if you don't have everybody's passport checked by the end of the day, it's going to be seriously harmful to both the reputation of the space station and the reputation of you yourself. It's going to harm the amount of money you make, it's going to harm the amount of people that come, and it definitely needs to be considered because I went out of my way and accepted everybody trying to be nice, and that was the wrong move to go because I could not handle the workload and neither could my clerks. In order to get new species though, besides waiting for the point where they're like, hey, you can choose a new species here or make a new visa for more money after every check, those kinds of things, you can also install a communications array within the space station. This communications array can contact new species of people, new planets, even new dimensions, and make it known that you are here if they need you. Unlocking new species can unlock new ways to gain money from them, which can also help with the space station, but it also makes it harder to accommodate everyone because now you have more species that need different accommodations than the others. After every day ends, there's a chance that the world will shift dramatically by the next day. That is what I was meaning earlier with the different species now getting different treatments, wanted criminals to look out for, new species being discovered, more or less documentation, wars causing conflict, stock market playing boom clap till it crashes, always something new to keep things interesting. There are also moments that you may oversleep and you'll have less time on your shift, or moments where you don't sleep enough and your shift becomes harder. There's always randomized elements that can really change the way that things work. Now the last thing I want to talk about is once you make it far enough within the first instance that you're playing as, you will get a code. You use this access code to unlock a different type of way to play. It's like a new save file where you are at a different point in time. You start with different resources that you choose. There are different species unlocked. The world is a completely different place politically. Wars that went on the first one aren't going on this one, and vice versa. It doesn't sound like it does, but it completely changes the way that the first playthrough went. And you have to learn new things far quicker. I don't know how else to explain it. Just know that it is actually worth playing it all the way till you get to that point, and you can continue on from there and keep your first save going and going and going, and you can still make the second one, put in the code, try that one out and go back to the first save, go back and forth as much as you want. You don't have to drop one save to go to the next. There are multiple save spaces for each playthrough. Personalize your space station to the way that you would want it to be. Unlock the species that you would want to see. Allow some on board and others not. Tailor the experience however you want it to be tailored, and enjoy the game for what it is, because although it sounds like a lot of boring paperwork, it is a lot of fun to do. It's an addictive gameplay loop, and I really recommend it to anybody that's interested in sci-fi genre Papers, Please. The alien species are really well thought out. There's some good lore behind them. I like their personalities, I like their designs, and I really enjoy every facet of this game. It is a definite recommend, and I never thought it would be whenever I got the review key. So thank you for the key, thank you for everybody that made it this far. I appreciate you, and for more news, reviews, and whatever we choose, stay tuned to Nerdsfeed. Have a great day. Thank you.